really I just came to sing, and they're going to turn me off. And I'm going to this pottery place today, and they have like, it's kind of like the ugly tables at, I don't know why I got the ugly table at the produce mart, which I might go there too. Later on, I'm going to be on Insta Stories live, and I'm going to be making some nori rolls, and this granny is going to show you how to roll correctly, okay? And you can join me for that, and I will show you how to slice it so things don't fall out too. So also, I was showing these, I got these cool little mats. I need to dry these off first before I show them, but somebody sent me these, and they're Alligoy. See, that's the brand. But they're like these little flexi sheets, and cutting sheets. But they're thicker than most of them, and they have this anti-slip. Anyway, they're really nice. I like them, and people send me stuff all the time, and sometimes I show it, but I only show it if I really love it. Like, I really like that. But anyway, so I'm going to be coming on. We're going to be cutting up that. But I was just thinking about that. It's when you really, what is your job? Somebody asked me that the other day. What's your job? I was like, my job is to love. My job is giving love. First, starting with self-love. Because if you have no self-love, guess what? You can't give love in your full capacity. And maybe you can for a little bit, but after a while, you start doing that, it's like a martyr. And you're still serving out love, but it has an aftertaste. It's a side of resentment. And nobody likes that. They really don't. It's hard to digest. So, really, what's your job? To give love, you know? Starting out with self-love, to give love in hopes of receiving love. In hopes of receiving love. In everything. In, I don't know, the smell of spring rain, which sounds goofy, but little things like that, or the fact that anything, you can see love and find love in anything, you know? Hey Roxanne, how are you, beautiful? Anyway, tomorrow night I'm doing a very fun thing. I'm going to see Fleetwood Mac in Charlotte, and my daughter and I are going, and we are, she will be, I'm heat free on my hair now for a year, did you know? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some finger coils so it dries with like a flyback. I'm going to have a 70s vibe going on, right? I'm clearly going to have some high-waisted mega bell bottoms, right? And it's going to be cold because I wanted to wear what was like a banded top right here that was just V, you know, with nothing else, with like, stop it, Granny, right? Yes, I wanted to wear that, but the possibilities are endless. They really are, and I'm so excited. And I have other very exciting things going on in my life, and I might be starting to do some acro yoga. I could see it now. What do you think? I'm going to come on live. But see, the thing is, they want to cut you off if you put too much music. So I just do clips. I won't be able to bring you to the concert, I don't think. Because they'll shut me up. They really will. Not here, because they'll shut you up immediately here. But over on Insta Stories Live. If y'all don't follow me on Instagram, there are, 8,000 posts of food, and most of them have recipes with them. Every day I give tips and tricks about my lifestyle. I give tips and tricks about stumbling through my life and getting back up. And why do you might be saying, what the heck's that relevant to me? It's relevant because everybody is tripping their way to success if you will stay the course. If you will quit acting like this little bitty pebble that you tripped over. You act like it's a dang boulder, like you were working at that rock quarry, you know, that Fred Flintstone worked on. You act like one of those boulders hit you in the face, bloodied your nose, and slammed your nose to the side. But it didn't. It was just a pebble, and you tripped. You didn't even fall. You ain't even dusty. So pick that pebble up and put it in your satchelette, put it in your pocketbook, and move on. And say, oh, I keep on tripping over this pebble every dang day. I mean, doing this habit that's not working for me. If I see that pebble again, and I will, because I go down this road every day, and every day I trip over it. Then instead, what am I going to do instead? Do you need to walk around it? Do you need to take a different route so you don't see the pebble? Right? What do you need to do? to make changes in your life, because until you start making changes and until you start actually doing different, get ready for this. You ain't getting different. No, you're not. You're getting the same. And how's that working for you? And you might be saying, well, Tanny, I'm fine. I'm fine. Do you know anybody in your life and you can tell they're pissed off? And you're like, what's wrong? Like, oh, I'm fine, nothing, I'm fine. And they like have steam coming out their ears. And you're finally like, no, you're not fine. I said I'm fine. Is that the mentality you're having with yourself? Are you really fine with being, I don't know, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 pounds overweight? Are you really happy living in this shell of weight, dis-ease? Not disease, dis-ease. Your body is in dis-ease, but it can be at ease again. Rise and do different and get different, right? Healing is real, and health is your birthright. And I might not know a lot of dang things, but I know that. I know it's real, and I see it in many people's lives. But you can actually unzip that suit, even if it's resentment, hate, anxiety, weight, dis-ease. You could unzip it, and you could leave it there. And you could walk forward, and you might be saying, well, I'm not healed immediately. I unzipped that, and well, did you? Unzip the fact of saying, well, you know what? I'm diseased. I am a person with cancer. Now, you're a person that your body is in dis-ease dealing with that right now, but that does not have to define you. Overcome it, and may it refine you. Every situation, you know. All you've got to do is decide, get a plan, work your plan, and your plan will work. Decide when you look in the mirror, I'm the one who will heal. I am healed. I am strong enough. I am beautiful. I am talented. I am worthy. I am loved. And most of all, I am love. I connected with a friend of mine the other day. He and I, I've known him my whole life. We're childhood friends. He was a good friend with my neighbor, and we just talked, and it was just so great. It was like a real conversation. It was a real conversation with somebody that was actually thinking through what was working and wasn't working in their life, and understanding that if you're in a situation right now that's not working for you, or your health's not working for you, maybe that's what you need to go through, to grow through. So on the other side, you can have gratitude for what you once didn't have. You know, you can have sympathy, but most of all, you can have empathy, right? And I encounter people like that all the time. And I love to listen to people saying their truth from their true heart, because we got a lot of plastic people living in this world. And I think nothing is more beautiful than somebody displaying their self perfectly and perfect. You know, go through it to grow through it. Hey, Christy, how are you? I saw Christy on Facebook just connecting with people and just wanting to have a little group setting, and people that are trying to get to the better version of themselves. And it's a lot of times we can use social media for our good, right? What are you looking at? What kind of friendships are you cultivating? Because you're the creator of your reality and your existence. And it's beautiful how we can connect with people. I connect with people all over the world every week. And people standing in the line at the grocery store. And people that were the checkout clerk at Dollar General yesterday. And the neighbor walking their dog. And everybody. Because I get up every day with the intention of doing my job, which is giving love. You know? And I make that happen. Every day I get up and say, how can I give love? And when I lay down at night, I say, did I give love? You know? Was I the bestest I could be? You know, and there's levels of ourselves. There's good, better, best. Maybe you can only scrape up good today. Well, that's perfect. Right where you are, you know? I can only see like one comment. What in the world? Oh, there you are. Hey, Thomas, how are you, sir? Hi, Cheryl. And you know, a lot of times, this is my regular Facebook page. I clearly also have a TannyRaw Facebook page. I typically like to just turn on and connect on Instagram because I have a huge community there. We have a huge community there, you know, and there's a lot of people there that are giving value and bringing value and connecting. How did you learn to do social media and earn money? My friend is a health guru and wants to help others and make some change. You know, the thing is, first of all, I wouldn't go about it with saying I'm a health guru. I think that implies the fact that, and I know that's just the word you chose, but that implies the fact that the friend theirself doesn't have growth opportunities that they can learn from, and I don't ever tend to trust people that act like they know everything. But the thing that happened to me is years ago, I was very, very sick, and I won't tell this whole story, but if you ever wonder about that, I have some videos. I've just created a playlist on my YouTube channel, Healing. And I have Healing Autoimmune Disorders, Raw Vegan Healing, Part 1 and 2. How long it took me to lose 86 pounds, which is 88 now, and I've kept that off for a decade. Healing is real. And all those videos are there, but years ago, my world had kind of crumbled. I had dug myself out of a lot of disease, but then my personal life crumbled. And it was like that song, you picked a fine time to leave me, Lucille. 4 hungry children and a crop in the field. And my significant other was raptured off the earth. Meaning he left me and my 2 kids for a woman that was 20 years younger than me and married her 2 months later. And I was confused, and I was broken, and I was hurt, and I had been married. I had been with him from 19 years old to 41 years old, and I didn't understand. And I had almost lost my life due to disease, and I had clawed my way out of that. And my daughter was pregnant at 16, and my son was failing out of school, and I was losing my house and my car, and we couldn't eat. And we were having a hard time. And I was watching a YouTube video, and my son said, Mom, you could do that. And I said, do what? And he said, you could have a YouTube channel. And I said, what would I talk about? And he said, you would talk about your healing, Mom. And I said, and what he was doing was, he was helping his mom, who was heartbroken and devastated. And he knew I had a gift to share. And if I could just see value in myself, that it would be okay. And so I stood at the back door, and you can still see this video on YouTube now. It says, hey, I'm TannyRaw. And I stood at the back door, and I turned on the phone, and I said, hey, My name's Tanny. I live in South Carolina, and I have healed a long list of autoimmune disorders, and I've been able to lose, 88 pounds and keep it off. And I have a lot of tips and tricks and knowledge of how raw food could heal you, and I would love to come back and share those with you. So I'll see you soon. Thanks. Bye. And I turned it off, and I didn't even rewatch it. My son put it up on YouTube and started a channel, and every day since then. There's been a few, recently I have longer videos, so I won't put up one every day because it takes people a while to see those, but every day for the last 5 years have I worked my plan. As my plan worked, I've shared it with the world. And it's not about, I'm a health guru. How can I make money about that? What it is about is I have a healing story. How can I help? How can I give love? How can I share my authentic gift? Right? And then I ran this reading program at school, and the funding for it was ending, and I had started doing a little coaching online, and I thought, well, before I go back in a regular classroom, I'm going to really try this, and I never went back because the teaching of true health in my life was so much more powerful, and that's the story of that. And my Instagram is the same thing, and that's the thing, doing what you love. Doing what you love, because the greatest assets that we can give in this world are love, and that we can get back is love, and no things ever trump that. I just moved to this little cottage, and it's my favorite house ever because it feels manageable, and it feels streamlined, and it's nothing more than I need. And I want to create freedom in my life. Freedom in my heart and soul and spirit, clearing out the black spots to make room for the good so I can cultivate more love in my life. So that's what that's about. Lulu, Booker. I used to sell Mary Kay many, many years ago. I used to own my own nail business and all kind of stuff. But anyway, I used to sell Mary Kay, and it was working for me because I could do that and make side money, and I could go to the park with my kids and talk to other mommies and say, hey, do you want to try this? And I would have free samples and all kinds of stuff, and I love to talk to people. And then my kids would play and all that, and it started to work for me, and I started to be able to make money like that. And then I could say to friends, you could make money doing this. You could connect with people, and you could help them feel pretty. And then people said, yeah. And I had 75 people on my team, and I was the fastest moving Mary Kay representative, then sales director ever. I won a car. You know why? Because when you believe in something and it's working for you, other people see that. But then the problem happened that people on my team didn't have the same work ethic as me. And so their dream wasn't working the same as mine because they weren't working their dream. You not only have to manifest what you want, but then you got to put in the work. Whoa, Tanya, that sounds difficult. No, it's not. It's different. Until you do it long enough, then it ain't even different. It's just what you do. But when that started happening and I couldn't make them do it, I couldn't make them understand, then I lost sight of the dream because that wasn't working. And I no longer could sell the dream to people because that dream wasn't true in my life. So I stopped doing it. And people recognize authentic truth. I do what I say and say what I do. And I believe in it. And it wouldn't matter if there's 1,000 people seeing one video or there were 50,000 people seeing it. Or I had a video that went viral one time that has millions of views that says, zoodle this. And it went viral because that was back in the day where you didn't create the thumbnail, you couldn't change it. And it has me licking up the side of the long black Vitamix tamper. And then I was dancing in the kitchen. I had come in from laying out in the sun. I had put on my shorts. I was making a smoothie. I had on a bathing suit top. And oh, how that video was loved. It didn't matter to me. It's the same message. I was just having a smoothie. I was just dancing to my own song. Don't you want to be that? You know, when people say, oh, it's brave, you turn on social media, I don't mind if people hate on me. I don't mind if people don't understand. Why would they understand my journey? It's not theirs, right? Believing in yourself. You know? What do y'all think? What's everybody doing today on this Saturday? Cruise back down. If y'all don't follow Thomas Sutherland right there on Facebook, he has some awesome posts, some very thought-provoking posts, which I love. And he loves to tell me things like, don't video and drive, Tanny. Turn the camera, stop with the narrow view, Tanya. And I don't mind. Turned this on, was having a huge self-pity party, just made me a green smoothie and turned my mindset around. Thank you for being here at this moment. Shay Brown. Hello, beautiful. How are you? Shay is a person who deals with a lot of autoimmune disorders and a lot of, and I saw Shay one time put up a picture where she was feeling good that day. And I know how that is because those kind of things, you feel like a Jekyll and Hyde. You don't know. You know what's scary? When you don't know, when you wake up in the morning, what person you're going to find looking back at you in the dang mirror. I know how that feels. And I know how it feels too to be able to trust your body again and to understand that healing is real and to be able to know that if you can make a plan with your daughter tomorrow night to go to a concert and you know you'll feel like dancing the whole night away and you'll feel as young as her when she's 22 and you'll feel like bringing it all in and staying up late and you'll feel like living and loving and you'll feel like doing your life when you didn't before. May people understand that no food, toys that people consider a food, though it's a recreational activity that has been and still is and will continue to be the slow though direct demise of your health. So may no food or drink or toxic thought you would think ever be better to you than true health feels. Because when you start to understand that, nothing, no funnel cake will ever take me down. Nothing takes me off my game of true health. Nothing. You don't understand where to start. You feel like your whole world is collapsing. You don't understand where to start. Start with your health. Because when you get your health in check, everything else is easier. Even the sucky stuff sucks a little less. Does it mean your life's going to be Lucky Charms and rainbows? No, it don't. But it means things that you've had to put on the back burner for months and months and years and decades. that you didn't understand how to solve, and you didn't understand why that wasn't working. When your body starts to clear and clean up and your health cleans up, your mind starts to clear. And when your mind starts to clear, your heart starts to clear, and in turn your soul and spirit. And you can become different. You can become in this world, but not of this world. And you can start seeing this world through kaleidoscope glasses. And other people won't understand. Like I said, they don't need to. Other people might have an opinion of you. They might talk about you and they might try to down you. Everybody has an opinion of me. And that's none of my business. Right? My social media and my job of giving love could blow up to the world. It's a house of cards built on the approval of social media. But that doesn't define me. It only sharpens and refines me. Because I've realized over time, no one else's opinion stops me from doing anything. You're strong enough. Did you know? You were born with everything you need inside. You just keep on letting external forces change your internal terrain. You keep on allowing other forces to change your internal terrain. You keep on allowing that. You can stop allowing that. You can take personal responsibility for your health. And you can say to yourself in the mirror, you are the one that will heal. I am the one that will heal. I am the one that is healed, because health is my birthright. And then you can proceed with healing. What do you think? You know, the thing about doing a class on how to be successful on social media is people have a backwards mentality, I think. They want to go with the intentions of what they can get. You got to go with the intentions of what you can give. And you just keep on giving. You give love to receive love. You got to give of yourself to receive of others. You have to understand to let it go, and everything you need will be provided when you get up every day and do your bestest. You know? That's all you need. Right? We see others from the perspective of who we are, finding your inner strength to be in charge of you, in charge of the outer world. That's so true, Thomas. People don't know who they are anymore, and the world is so noisy, and there's so many notifications and buzzers and dingers and bings and dingalings. Might I lovingly suggest that you get up in the morning before the world gets up, and you set your intentions of what you want in your world and what you want to be before the world tells you what you're going to be. Right? I hope you live in love today, and I hope you got some kind of value out of this, or you just liked gathering, you know, or you thought, you know what, today I could give love. I could just be love. I could look in myself in the mirror and not have to think, well, my hair's curly and I want a straight hair. My eyes are blue and I want a green. I'm fat and I want to be skinny. I'm not enough when you are beautiful. There'll never in the world be another you. A billion godzillion cells, a divine bag of cells like you ever. And like my son used to say when he jumped from bed to bed and he pretended to be Buzz Lightyear, there'll never be another you. To infinity and beyond. There'll never be another day to be all you can be like today. Your kids won't be little like they are today. My son used to be 5. And now my grandson's 5. Right? And I took Griffin to the museum the other day, the kids' museum, and I watched him as his little hands played in the water exhibit, and he looked so much like Christopher did. And I thought, I have such gratitude for my life, for seeing love in everything. You have a divine opportunity in this dark world to be the light, to radiate light, to radiate love, to radiate a calm assurance that people will see you as a lighthouse. And it may not be those people sitting at the basin, the bottom, the foot of your lighthouse, your family, your friends. They may not see it, but some person way out there, out in the dark, stormy night, across the ocean somewhere, they're going to see it because they're in a spot to receive it. So all you got to do is love. You know? So may you love today. May all your dreams come true. Thanks for spending time with me. Love you. May all your dreams come true, because you're worthy.